feedback is to make what it feels like. Look at the clear shot. That's all.
One of my mentors, Andrew Buckland, always used to say to us, there are only 10 stories in the world, it just depends how you tell them. And I think when I started reading Moffie, for many months, I didn't actually know what my entry point was going to be until probably about 4 months ago, and I phoned Andre Carl, and I said to him, it's on page 273, I think I finally got it, and he was like, Dylan's suicide note. And it became such a big moment for me because I've never really understood how bad things would have to get in order for somebody to get to that point where they'd be wanting to take their own life. And I think that really started speaking very strongly to me about the theme of isolation.
And when I was exposed to this, it was mind-blowing, and the only way I could process any of this was to write it down. And in fact, there's one part of Bailey's interpretation of the book that was so powerful. After an enormously intense dance sequence, Bailey lies on a trommel on his metal trunk, on his back, and he quotes from these diaries, and that was so emotional for me when I heard that.
Empty is not when there's no longer anything inside, but when a container can never hold anything ever again. Lonely is not when there's nobody. Lonely is when there is, and you walk away.
And it was quite interesting in the review from this morning that, the gentleman who wrote it said that all I'm perpetuating is the image and the stereotype that all gay men want is sex. We are sexual beings, but I think we are also beings that are driven for love. And I think the work doesn't deal with, men just wanting to get off with each other, but it really is just about wanting comfort and wanting to be held and wanting a warm body close to you. And I think that is something that everybody can relate to. So the work isn't, yes, it is a gay-based work, and it is a gay theatre piece, but I think it really speaks to everybody who has ever been in a moment where they feel a bit disconnected from themselves or just a little unloved.
I know you want to know what's right, but I know it's so hard for you to do that. And time's running out as often it does, and often dictate that you can't do that. Fate can't break this feeling inside that's burning up through my veins. I really want you.
Sometimes we can't use words to describe things. Words diminish all the thoughts we have in our heads. As soon as we start trying to articulate it, it just kind of loses the essence of what it is. And to be able to really tap into the physical and emotional experience of a moment, and if you can reenact that moment, then I think it's the best way to go. And I think that's why I always attempt to go for the movement-based idea of telling a story.